Gemini, good morning to you. How you doing, Sir Steve? Good morning, Gemini. Gemini, I've got something wrong with my eye again, Gemini. You might be able to see it or not. I don't know. It's a bit bloodshot. I've gone back to sleeping in my bed again, which seems very strange. But when you've got, I don't know what it is. It happens every time I sleep in a bed and not the chair. But let's move on, Gemini. You got something wrong with your eye, Gemini. Or someone has. Could have their eye on you and stalking the shit out of you, Gemini. But let's find out. So, normal card spread of what we've been doing just lately. Let's find out. Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn or Gemini. Don't forget you can actually watch this as a Capricorn or Gemini because I deal in numerology and both of those are a 6 that relates to major arcana 6s. Life path 6, Gemini, Capricorn. You can watch both readings. So let's see, where is Gemini now? What is going on with Gemini now? Gemini's eye. 10 of Cups, so you're happy in love with someone here, Gemini, or being at home, married or committed, or definitely in Jeff, Steph, Steve, Sarah, Sandra. But some of you are, you could even have Tourette's or something like that. I'm also hearing Tanya, Great Britannia, Bristol, Brighton. Anybody's got B in their name or from a place that's called B or a place. If I say place, you say 1, 2, 3, cod, haddock, fish, Pisces. 3. Damn, just so happens it's a 3. So some of you work, okay, working relationship seems to be functioning quite well. I'm also hearing a function room for someone that might be getting married or something like that, or looking for a room. Some of you might be renting out a room or buying a room, or you just spend a hell of a lot of time in one room, Gemini, or this person does. It could be avoiding a parent situation, but it's kind of like, well, they're all spend every minute of the day in their room. What are they doing? Probably working. But like working in a room. I'm working on my roommate. Some of you might have a roommate and you might be having them come to stay or something like that, and I'm looking to, okay, I'm hearing for a lot of you, I'm looking for a room to rent or let, a house to let, or something like that, like lease to let, or the name Annalise or Lisa or Liz or Taylor or Tyler or Taro or Tanya or Great from Britannia. But like I'm looking for a room to let, or I'm looking for a house to let or rent or something like that for a lot of you. I'm also hearing, if it comes down to, let's go, oh God, I'm really not prepared this morning, Gemini. Let me just get my bits and bobs going. Here we go, Rob, Bob. But yeah, for a lot of you here, working relationship, everything seems to be fine. If you are in a third-party situation, this would definitely mean a third-party situation. If this be a Pisces, then that would also represent a 3, because that would be a 12. So if there is a third party, that's because this person is committed in a marriage, in a commitment, in a relationship. Okay. So that's where they are, or you are now. So let's have a look at what you're going to be challenged with, Gemini, within the next 48 hours. What will Gemini be challenged with within the next 48 hours? So you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Well, you might be challenged by a mother or father situation. 3 of Cups. Well, if you're in a relationship, you're not challenged at all. But I definitely do keep hearing a mental challenge. So there might be some sort of like mental illness, like ADHD or something else like I have. But like ADD or ADHD or some sort of like mental health issue that might be going through the family. Okay, one of you, because I'm definitely hearing mentally challenged. So it might be where you work for disabled children, or there is some sort of like disability allowance here that is because of my children. Some of you could have been divorced, or this is where the kids from America, Kim Wilde, Kim Kimberly, Kim Tasia, but like anybody's got K in the name. Okay, but like going to court, like getting divorced, going to court, blah, 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 child services, social services, children get dropped off here, you know, and I'm in a relationship, but I do have an ex, we have children, they have to go to social services to be picked up, and then I can go along my merry little way. That'll be an old energy of 3 of Cups, which means that it isn't present, it's just an ex energy, okay? So if you are challenged with that, that'll be court-related stuff and whatnot, but 100% I am seeing a person in a relationship. So if Gemini or anybody cross-watching alike thinks, okay, I'm into someone that's into someone else, there you go. There's the 2, 3 energies there. Okay. So that's what would be challenged. If you are in a relationship and everything's going absolutely fine, then there is no challenge, not really. It would possibly be with a mother energy here, possibly, okay, or the name Lee or Laura or Lucy or a Lucifer, maybe a Capricorn itself. What's hearing selfish, maybe something around a fish, Pisces. But when we clarify what's in the news with these, it will tell me more, Gemini. So what should Gemini focus on? What should Gemini focus on within the next 48 hours? What should Gemini focus on? So you've got 2 cards, Gemini. You should. So there you go. Married couple maybe looking to. Yeah, some of you really could be caught up in a third party energy here. The only reason I'm seeing that is because Justice and the Hierophant is marriage or divorce. It's a couple that are married or have been married or actually getting divorced. That's the counterpart. This is the mother of the children that could be present within a commitment or a relationship. Okay. So the mother itself could be a life path 2, or they've got Libra in their chart, or they're a Libra. Could be a Virgo or a life path 9, maybe Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Within one's chart, maybe. Could be a Libra moon. Okay. I'm also hearing Virgo moon as well, like a Virgo moon energy. So what to focus on? Well, being a mother, if you're a single mum. Let's see. Focus on work also. Well, don't focus, Gemini. I don't want you guys to focus on what you feel isn't fair. Like, if there's an affair and you know that there's an affair, because I'm definitely hearing that, okay. Because this is like, is it fair or is it not? Might be a Pisces if I say not. 1, 2, 3, Pisces swinging on a tree. Okay, so if there is an affair, okay, in a marriage or a commitment, and you know of this, Gemini, or cross-watchers alike, okay, you know that there's an affair. It actually isn't being hidden to you because you know it. It's been clarified or whatnot, and you know that you're in this. So that's going to be down to you to get out of it. Okay, now if you don't know that there's an affair, this is an energy of trying to find out whether there is one, because it's a 9, which means Virgo. Okay, I'm not satisfied with that until I know the truth here. I can't drop this until I know the truth myself. But if you guys do know the truth, there you go. You've already been told that. Okay, but if you guys don't, the only thing here of why this always represents as being hidden, because it is a 9. 9 represents purgatory, which means I'm left out in the dark. I don't know what the answer is, or the answer that I've got isn't enough. It's like going down the rabbit hole of trying to find out more information. Okay, 9s and Virgos are all information gatherers, gathering as much information as I can until I'm satisfied. Okay. I'm also hearing Gavin, Stacey, Steve, Sarah. So there could be a spying energy here of someone always digging into other people's personal energy. Like, this is a personal property, personal life, private life, because it's 2. I'm also hearing park life. Some of you might need to cut down on your pork rind, mate, and get some exercise. A bit like myself. Blur, right? But yeah, this is personal, private, because it does represent the High Priestess, okay, because it's 2, okay. So it means personal, private. This is my private affair. If there is one, it's a private affair, which means that there could be an affair and you haven't been told, okay. Truth be told, if you have been told and you do know, then that's down to you to drop it. You don't need to find anything else out, okay. So let's see. So what to focus on? One more card for what Gemini should focus on. Yeah. Taking a break and a breather. Stop trying to find out if there's a third party, because if you know, you've got to drop it. Okay. The only way you can get out of third party situations is by removing yourself from it. Energetically, you can't. Physically, you can. Energetically, metaphysically, you can't. You can't break a tie of metaphysics because it isn't there to break. You can't see it. You can only feel it. You can't break sound barriers unless you're a fucking, So, when it comes down to breaking a cycle of third energy, you have to remove yourself from it. You can't wait for another bitch to get out the cycle. Can't wait for the person to get out of prison, Jenny Justice. Okay, you need to focus on your husband, not the third party. Okay, but like, you know, you have to remove yourself from the scenario, and then you are left with what? The dark night of the soul. You cannot grow mentally, physically, or spiritually without feeling the dark night of the soul. The death of the ego, 9 energy. Okay, until you can actually feel pain, you're not going to grow. You have to be in pain in order to know it. You can go through the dark night of the soul and the mind many, 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 many times until you are strong enough to become masculine. When you are masculine, you'll be known as a selfish, arrogant prick because you don't pay attention to anyone else other than yourself. So karma will swap itself on you to build boundaries, to become masculine. Then when you're masculine, the energy of being in hell itself, because we're not in heaven, we are in hell, okay, because we're in purgatory, okay, year 9. Well, not going to go through numerology, but by the time we get there, we are then asked to drop our boundaries and let people in, right? It's like the 3 bears. Okay, well, not the 3 bears, the big bad wolf. Silver, Leo could be involved here somewhere. Okay, so what to focus on is being a mum. If you're a mother and you're a husband or a wife, focus on your husband and wife. If you have a partner, focus on your partner, not the third party or the bitch or the other person that's in the way of my twat flame. No, that's a twat flame. That isn't a twin flame. If you're in a third party, that is not a twin. That's a twat. Okay, right? So, you know, just be aware that, is this my twin flame? Because I feel so drawn towards them, but they're in a third party, they're with someone or anything else. No, that's a twat flame. That's karmic. Okay, right? So what you've got is an energy of what to focus on. If you're in a relationship and you're already married, concentrate more on your marriage than the other person. Okay, if you're already married and you're in a commitment, focus more on your husband or your wife than the other bitch that's standing in the way of your success with a twat flame that isn't real. Okay, that's how you break the cycle, is by removing yourself and then dealing with the energy, because that's when you learn what an empath is. Why am I going fucking crazy? Why does Steve cut off all his comment sections and don't have much to do with anybody? Because people are awakening empaths. They're crazy. Right? They affect your energy. Okay? So, you know, distance is always good from energies, right? So when you are distant from someone and you don't concentrate on other people, you concentrate on yourself, you have to relax. Okay? Jax, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Okay? So what to focus on is your husband or your wife, not the third party bitch or arsehole that stands in the way, okay? And definitely not the person that's with someone else, the guy, say, okay? There's a guy I'm into and he's into someone else. Who do I focus on? Neither of those. Okay? Neither of them, the woman or the guy. Unless your name is Guy, and then focus on Jai. Or John, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Okay, so let's see. What are this person's thoughts about this whole scenario? What is the other person that's connected to Gemini? What is the other person's thoughts about it? Is the sun. There you go. So you got the sun and the moon. There is a family that is already present, and it's a toxic family situation here. So you got Gemini or Capricorn, 6, major arcana. So you can watch Capricorn readings, even if you do not have Capricorn in your chart, you can watch a Cappy reading. Vice versa. If you're a Cappy, you don't have Gemini, you can watch Gemini readings, right? Because you'll always come up with 6s, okay? So if you're a life path 6, watch this, okay? So 3, 4, their thoughts and feelings about this, that there is a definite 100% toxic family situation going on in your family, Gemini. Like if you've got a partner, okay, and you're with them, they realize that you have a toxic relationship with either your father or your mother, or maybe both, or you don't have a mum because mum could have passed, but you do have a father for some of you, okay? This is a mother that someone lost their mother in the past. Put them to rest. Okay, lost my mother, I'm on my own in all of this, or something else. Or I do have a mother, but I don't have a father because my father left. Okay. Something like that. That's always mother and father. Now, if you've got a partnership and you're with them, okay, and there's no third party situation, your partner realizes that you have a toxic situation going on with your mother or your father or both. They understand that, they realize that, right? Because they might be trying to get you to get away from the family, like come and visit me, come and stay with me, come and live with me. That might be what they want. Okay, how they think and feel is that I want you to come and stay and live with me and not in this. Okay, that's how a partner thinks and feels if you're not in a third party dynamic, right? So that's how they think. Okay, so because they think that you should just leave this toxic situation. Okay, now if you've got friends and you've got family and they're saying, look, you really need to stop doing all of this third party crap. You need to stop with all of this nonsense, poppycock bollocks, and you need to move on and get out of it. That's what people think, and that is what your partner, if you're with one, thinks, either a third party or friends, okay, or family. Like I said, if you're not in a third party, this is what your partner thinks. There's something going on around that's very toxic around a mother or a father. They kind of know of that, right? So they call you to go out now and again, to get you out of the house, to get you out of the home, right? So that's that kind of energy. Now, I'm also hearing Amanda, homes, but I'm also hearing a home, someone that is an elderly resident that could suffer from dementia, or anything like that. This would also be a residential home, okay? People that work well, either work in them or where grandparents and parents are, because I'm hearing that there's a condition of Alzheimer's or something like that, okay? Well, I'm also hearing leprosy, jealousy. Kelly Jones, Kylie, Casey, someone from Australia, Kim. But I'm also hearing jealousy. Lacey also. I'm hearing Lacey, Cagney and Lacey, Lisa. So let's see. So please clarify where Gemini is now. Any messages that you want Gemini to hear for where they are now. Sorry about the mess here, Gemini. It's because I'm normally doing you 10 spread for the whole week. So let's see. Where is Gemini now? Where is Gemini now? So, needing help and pulled over. I don't know. It might. I mean, unless you're drinking or driving or pulled over or speeding offence, then I really don't know. But I need some help. Maybe that's a little bit odd. That one. Any other messages? Like I said, if anyone's drinking or driving or anything like that, then obviously be very careful. Could have something around a Cancerian or a Life Path 7. Give me one more card for where Gemini is now. Lying to him about you. Like I said, there is. This can be truth or dare or lies. Telling lies. Actually, I just watched Roger Waters this morning, and I came up with a message last month where I said someone is fucking absolutely lying their back teeth off. And Roger Waters starts going on about the government of Palestine and Manchester. He can't play in Manchester because some poppycock nonsense politician bollock up his own arse UK dickhead has started to say that he's a Nazi because he does The Wall. Really, it's a fucking song, you dickhead. So he could be from Manchester, maybe. Okay, I'm also in Leeds. Not saying that your dickhead's up there. Ooh, power to the UK crew. Boom. But yeah, something to about lying, like, you know, lying to him about you. That's in court, maybe, lying in court, lying the fact that they're seeing someone else, maybe, and they're actually, you know, are you seeing Doris next door? No. Did you eat the cake and they got fucking chocolate all around their mouth? You know, they got lipstick on their collar and everything. Well, it was a late night, Felicia, weren't it? I didn't mean to stick my dick in there. I just had one too many, didn't I? You know. So challenges. Dodging a bullet. Go on. Could be Neo. Neo girl, where are you at? Let's see. Challenges. Any messages for Gemini's challenges? So you got busted, Gemini, busted. So be careful about drinking or driving or anybody that's a life path 7 or Cancerian. But in your challenge, someone here is basically busted. They've been found out. Okay. So be careful around anything to do with police and being caught or anything like that here. Now, like I said, it might be that someone has or will find out that they're in a third party. Let's see. Challenges. Any other messages for Gemini's challenges, please? So you got in reverse here. What is that? Doing the most. Okay. So, like I said, I think there's someone here that's oblivious that someone's seeing another partner. Okay. Miserable as fuck. Doing my most. I mean, what is that at work in your challenge? I'm doing the best I can. Okay. Miserable as fuck. Bored, frustrated, fed up with being in a third party situation. Let's use a different deck. Let's find out any other messages for challenge for Gemini. So you've got wolf in sheep's clothing, basically. So telling a lie, someone that isn't real. Okay. Which can mean twat flame. They're not real. It's a part of your karmic path. Okay, it's not your happy ever after. Now, if you guys are in a relationship, trust me, everything's going fine here. Let's see. So for position 3, what to focus on? What should Gemini focus on? So you've got fed up, bored, child neglect. You see, I told you there is something going on around a mother or a father getting fed up and frustrated and bored, and I'm neglecting my children. Now, this obviously isn't for you guys, right? Like, you know, you have to be aware. Like, I get this for a controlled mother that does happen to be a Gemini, but it doesn't matter because I've got loads of Gemini. 3 placements of it, and I'm also a fish, right? But, you know, there is something here that goes on around a mother that I did state in this one here, that a partner is well aware that there is neglect in the family of a child by a mother or a father. Okay. Bad parenting, scared of, hates parents, etc. Now, like I said, if you are a mother, okay, and you've got children that are kind of like, I don't want anything to do with you because you keep trying to stop me from seeing my father. Okay, that's going to be down to you because I'm not a parent. Okay, so I'm not going to blame anybody for being a parent, but I would if they're a complete narc having a go at someone, like really badly beating them and everything else. Okay, but again, individual, it's up to you. But there is an energy of child neglect, okay, and making a child feel as if they're doing wrong. Like, I get this all the time because I have ADHD, and I get a lot of people that don't understand me, okay, because I can't pay attention, okay, and because I can't pay attention when someone's trying to speak to me, I can overspeak them speaking, and I come across as if I don't have enough time for people. Like when you have ADHD, okay, when someone's trying to talk to you like a family member, you can come across as very distant and you're not paying attention, and they're like, hello, like, you know, you're not paying any attention to me. It might be because they're mentally ill. Someone could be bullying someone that has mental illness, maybe. You know, you can get very fucking annoyed at people that have ADHD because they can overpower you without you even knowing that they've took over the whole conversation. They can actually close their ears, not go like this, but they can feel as if you're not listening. Look at both cards. They're closing their ears. This child's grown up to be like this, right? I'm extremely fed up, right? I don't want to listen to it. I do not want to listen to someone that keeps coming through as negative to me all the time, keep telling me that I'm no good, or that I should be doing this or I shouldn't be doing that, and so on and so forth. And that, you know, you're not paying attention. Why are you not paying attention? Why do you run upstairs, and why do you not have a go at me? And, you know, why do you keep telling me? Because they have ADHD, more than likely could have bipolar or ADHD. So if someone is very nonchalant and they're kind of like, oh, I just, you know, they're like, they bypass you completely and they're like, oh, hello, good morning, and they don't speak, right? It's because they have mental illness, right? They try not to get involved in the conversation that makes them feel really bad, that they have to block out everything. Okay, so there's mental illness in the family. So let's see. So that is the position 3. What to focus on? Well, the person that has ADD, focus on yourself. If you've got kids and you are focused on your children, I'm going to be honest. If you've got children and your children are not focused on you, stop focusing on your children. Stop focusing so much on your kids. If your kids don't want anything to do with you, I'm sorry. But if somebody does not want to talk, or they just act as if they're very like, oh, I ain't got time for you, stop forcing them to do what they don't want to, because that's control. Trying to control you to do what I want you to do, to act how I want you to act, to become me, not you. See, parenthood, this is why I would never have children, sorry. But like parenthood can be, I want you to be academic. I want you to do this. I want you to become me. I want you to become society for me. No. A child becomes them. Individually, they will become them, Emily, Miss, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. The child becomes who the child is designated to be within destiny. It's preordained for them to be themselves. So if you watch tarot and you're a person where you're like, well, I believe in being me and you're supposed to love yourself, but you try to stop someone else from being themselves, the fuck is wrong? Okay. I watch tarot and I've been told to love myself and think about myself, but I have children that I'm trying to stop being themselves. How does that work? Right? So, but you can't tell the other people. See, it's preordained. You can't stop any of this. It's set in stone for you to learn, right? Here. So, their thoughts about this. Tell me this person's thoughts and feelings about this situation that Gemini is going through. Obsessed lover. Dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, and karmic. Okay. So, obsessed lover, where does that turn up? Obsessed lover. So you've got someone that is completely and utterly obsessed over twat flame. It's your twat flame, not your twin. Your twin flame actually would not be doing all of this. You can go through certain periods of growth. The perfect life does never exist within the actual perfect twin, that we never argue, we never, But if you're lying, manipulating, like there's third-party situations, there's people that are already married, you're not even seeing the person's face, you're communicating, like that's a twat flame, right? You can wait a long time latched on to a person whilst you go through your karmic awakening, right? Don't forget that an awakening is a karmic awakening. It's not until you finish your awakening that you can end up with a person where you're more stable. Because a karmic awakening takes a long time to go through a karmic awakening. Okay. So, let's see. So any other advice that's coming through of how this person feels, thinks about this, is the person's thoughts. Incarcerated, locked up, about to be law in. So there's something to do about being locked up, incarcerated. JD Justice, you've got to stop with this shit. I'm going to call you out. If you want me to help you, I'll help you. If not, you've got to concentrate on your husband that you are with. And if you want to leave your husband, leave your husband. Don't cheat in relationships on husband or wife. Don't do it, okay? Because you're coming across as obsessed about someone else whilst you are married with children. You're married with kids, okay? You're married with children and you're obsessed about someone that's in prison for life. You got to stop with that nonsense shit, because it's karmic. Okay, I'm helping you, whether people believe it or not. It's karmic. It is not real. You're wasting your time. Okay. That's what the person feels and thinks. You want me to be honest with you? Your person that may be incarcerated is sick to death of it because they realise that you are obsessed, locked up, about to be, always in and out of jail and prison. That is not a twat flame. That's a twat flame, not a twin flame. Okay? So, what do they also think? Obsessed, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, and karmic. That's what they think, that this isn't going to go anywhere. Okay? So, if the person's in prison, sorry, but they think you're a lunatic. Okay? So, you got to back off. Stop being so controlling. Okay? I'm going to call you bitch asses out. You know me. Okay? I'm the truth speaker. Okay? That's what tarot is supposed to be about. It's called truth seeking. Okay? A storyteller. Okay? So, stop focusing on people that are incarcerated in prison. Okay? Because you're lying to yourself. You're lying to your husband. You're lying to your wife. Okay? Bunny Rabbit Girl. What's her name? I don't know, who fights and does all the stuff here. But, yeah, you see, here it's coming up. You see, here. Not going to lie to you. You watch tarot. I'm not going to lie. You want to know the truth. I'll be honest. Fed up and pissed off because I want a twat flame when I have a child with a husband and I'm focused more on my twat flame than my child. Here. So it's coming up as this. Sorry, but it is. Okay? Because you don't want to be a mum. Okay? You don't want to be a mother and you've got a husband. Okay? And then also having someone else that's incarcerated in life in prison. Well, whatever kind of life do you want to lead, man? Here? Okay, if you want to quit and you don't want to watch me anymore, then fine. Okay, but I'm like, the majority of people on tarot are women that are being cheated on, okay, and manipulated and cheated on. I am not sugarcoating all of you sugar tits people out there that also do that to men. No. You're at the wrong place if you believe that. No. Okay. So, someone is manipulating someone here because they're already committed and they're already in a relationship. And some of these people are actually in life in prison. Okay? And that card that came out to say busted that I put back, you've now been busted. Okay? So there could be drugs and all that sort of stuff. If people are on drugs, that would be raided and busted, or David or David or Avid or Devi. Okay? But, that's your reading, Gemini. Okay, so that's your birthday. It's your birthday. It is your birthday. Sorry, I'm actually hearing that. That's your reading. That's your birthday, Duncan. So, is it Gemini's birthday? Yeah, it is. Happy birthday, Gemini. I mean it. Happy goddamn birthday, Gemini. Yay! Happy birthday. Patronising, is it? I mean it though, Gemini, from the bottom of my heart. Happy birthday, whenever it is. Okay, so there you go. There's your next 48 hours or your present sort of shit. Okay, now if you want all 10, which is like, okay, your challenges for the whole week. Okay, what to focus on for the whole week, their thoughts about this in the whole week. How do they feel about you? Okay, for the whole week. What happens in the near future? Suggested approach for the week, what you need to know for the week, what's hidden from you, hopes and fears, what the potential future brings of the scenario. If you want to know those, you will need the full access bundle or, the silver or the gold tier over on Patreon. Also have the join button below, but I'll explain that when I go live because that's to do with around free questions and answers and also channeling the deceased. But that's the join button. That's $2 or $3, or you want Patreon for the extendeds, but silver or gold. Okay. So thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Happy birthday, and I'll see you soon.